What is up, you guys? We are here for our weekly romance oracle message. Hope everybody's doing well. We're just taking a look at the week ahead to see where we need to sort of apply our energy and our intentions in our love lives. Let go of control issues. So if you find that you're feeling like anxious, like your attachment style is flaring up, you're being triggered, or you're just like over analyzing or overthinking something, or just feeling, like time is of the essence or anything of the sort, just let go of all of those ways that you want to control, right? Even in the how we expect things to show up, or what that will look like, or what they will look like, or under the, certain lists that we make that we kind of get too attached to, So I think it's good to be clear on all the things that we prefer. I think it's good to be clear on the things that are non-negotiables and deal breakers. But ultimately, we just have to put the ingredients out into the universe and then kind of let the magic happen and trust and be patient and trust in the process. Because it's not just about our own process. There's another person involved once we have relationship or courting, in relation to one another on the table. So it's like you're not just working with your own process. At this point, you're waiting on the timing for other people, as well. So let go of control issues, allow the situation to unfold naturally. Yes, it's like if we chase something when the conditions aren't right, it can just kind of ruin something that could have gone well, no matter what that thing is. So I think having a good sense of like when you're like the prime timing with preparedness, lately I've just thought a lot about like the ocean currents, and like if you're a person or, who goes out, as a sailor or whatever, you would need to know about weather and currents. We were just using this comparison the other night, or even like a fisherman or a hunter, like you would want to know when the season is, or when the timing is to do those things to make the most, get the most bang for your buck, or get the most value. So too in the hunting of our love life. Ooh, okay, so I believe that let go of control issues came up last week, and I think that engagement came up recently as well. So I get the sense that our love lives are about to get more engaging. So be ready, expect good things. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment, right? If you've been in a long period of solitude, right, you grow and you find your comfort in being solo and independent, and then you kind of hit a plateau there. It's like once you become really able to stand on your own 2 feet and fill your own tank, and you're there for a while, and you've made it past the point of like, now it's up to patience and all this stuff. It's like there comes a point where the growth happens from now integrating another person into the mix, and having to learn to, now that you're your own person with like distinguished boundaries, you're also going to have to learn to allow someone in and to integrate, right, in a healthy way. So, our love life is ascending. And so that might mean that after being alone for a while, we might be kind of like, okay, well, I can't really grow anymore without someone else there to sort of like play off of and learn to share and learn to accept or to communicate with. So this is good, right? It's like maybe that's a way we can do a cheat code with the universe. Like, I'm beginning to atrophy. Like, I'm getting set in my ways. Over here spoiled. So like maybe then the universe will send somebody in. JK. Oh my God, honeymoon. Okay. All right. Hi. So good. Things are getting engaging. Like good times are coming. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. Ooh, so maybe like this weekend's Halloween. We have Thanksgiving around the corner. We're in the beginning of holiday season, right? So enjoy the mirth of the season, get into the romance and the fun of it all. And that might be where you're meeting this person. Oh my gosh, and release your ex. So let go of all of that energy that is sort of like maybe still hanging over you like a dark cloud, or things that maybe your ex said that make you feel, that make you wrestle with your worth even still to this day, or that, maybe caused your confidence to take quite a hit, right? Maybe they put mindsets or fears in your mind, that now it's like they kind of haunt you, right? So just let go of the past. Let go of wanting it to work out with someone from the past. Like this is a new season. You're a new person, right? And so the past can't be repeated. You'll never get back what it was. And so whatever is going forward, we're in new chapters now. All right. So yeah, something that I thought of back a while ago is like so morose, but it was kind of a Valentine's-y theme about how to get over your ex really quickly. Cause like some people, we've all been there. We just like, it takes so long to get over someone. And I was struggling with this at the time myself, even years. And so it occurred to me one day that I was like one of those morose stories, like in literature, like where the person is like keeping the dead body that they got jilted, or the person died or whatever. They're like keeping them like preserved in like some room somewhere. Or like when Tom Cruise in Interview with the Vampire like picks up the dead body that was in the chair and just starts dancing with it. And so my saying to myself was, don't dance with the dead body. You're dancing with the dead body again. So anytime I would start like being limerent about someone who wasn't showing me interest, or it was dead and gone, or it was definitely a no and it was only an illusion, or whatever, dead end street, right? I would say you're dancing with the dead body again. And it was so revolting and so morose that I was like, yep, not going there. So that is my advice on if you can't find the strength in yourself to like cut the cords and let someone go finally, just start thinking of it as you're that person keeping the dead body in the guest room, sprinkling it with lime and bringing it out to dance on Fridays. Okay. All right, let's get a little bit more insight into letting go of control issues. Here we go. Ooh, observe. So it's like step back and observe. This is the 12th card, which is synonymous with the Hanged Man in the tarot. This is like a tarot oracle deck kind of. And this is the Tarot of the Psychic Heart by John Holland. I really love this deck, but it's specifically geared towards addressing relationship issues. And so it's like let go of control issues, right? Take a step back, hang out for a minute, let the chips fall where they may. Let things, the energy move. Things are moving, maybe parts and pieces within someone. Maybe their mindset is shifting, maybe they're healing, maybe they're seeing something in a new way. And so just let the pieces come together. But this moment, you can use it to reinvest in yourself and in your own life, and continue to be living your fullest experience and aligning with your own highest authenticity. And the chips are going to fall where they may, and things are going to align and come together. As long as we're not actively passive at a toxic level, I think right now it's don't push or force or get neurotic or feeling frantic or feeling urgent or anxious about anything. Everything's fine. Just hang out. Things will come together in good time, or things will be revealed, or you will meet someone in good time, but you're not off path. You're just meant to be here in this limbo state for a minute, right? All right. Okay, so engagement. What is this? Dedicated effort. Okay, so it's I think that we're understanding that anything that has any value in life, or anything that has any durability to it, is going to take a continuous effort. And so, like, with our love life going to a higher level, the love life ascending to a higher level, it's because we put so much effort into our own self to learn about ourselves, to become more self-aware, to become more resourced in how to relate and how to have relationships, right? And so we know now, starting in this new cycle, in this new chapter, how to apply all that we've learned in relationships, you know, through experience and through healing and seeking out wisdom. We're integrating that. And because of that, that is what is bringing us into this ascension of a next level. It's the work that we've done. And so we've shifted our consciousness, and we've shifted our energy, and we've shifted our mindset and self-worth and our standards and our ability to give and receive and communicate and share and relate and support and be interdependent, right? And so, but that takes an ongoing effort, right? I think what happens so many times is that once you do start getting into a relationship with someone you're excited about, it's like all the work that everybody's done just goes out the window. They get so engrossed and they kind of fall back on their own practices that keep their own tank full. And, you know, maybe they kind of don't do the inner work as much because they're busy with doing new things, but they're just so sated and satisfied and joyous that they're not looking, they don't have that same desire to connect with the Creator. Right? But the Creator is not happy when we lose our desire to connect with the Creator, because we're grabbing at a physical thing with limitation, including a person. So we always have to, that's when the relationship starts suffering, right? Because that's a negative source to get energy from. It becomes draining, and it becomes toxic and damaging to both parties, right? And it becomes codependent and enmeshed. But when we prioritize our desire to connect with the Creator, even when we do have a relationship, and we make those weekly, daily rituals still a priority, and we hold that in our lives, then that creates a steady foundation to support the relationship. So it's more likely that we are filling our tank and getting what we need from source, and not projecting that need onto the other, whilst at the same time, like, still keeping the connection strong with, like, God, and not needing a process to remind us that we've forgotten about God, we've disconnected, and we need to figure out our way back again, right? So the positive upshot in our love life becoming more engaging is a direct result of our inner journey and healing, and our built connection with God, and our spiritual discipline and devotion. And so that is going to benefit if we continue that and keep it going. Okay, so honeymoon, this is base chakra. So I think part of this, like, base chakra deals with the material realm, right? And our sense of security, and what we bring forth, what we bring into fruition, the actions that we take, what we do. So I think that this might have a literal material tie to the holidays, because the honeymoon card talks about enjoy the bliss of holiday time together, right? So I think, like, being grounded through the holiday, being mindful, but maybe something actually literally does happen through the holiday. But I think that too, just knowing, acting in your worth, right? And then I feel like this card also goes with this, awaiting results. So patience, taking things slowly. This is 7 of Pentacles. This is like seeds that we plant, that we nurture, that we know take time to bear fruit, right? So this is not something that should be rushed forward, but to stay grounded, stay patient, take the long road that ends up getting us where we want to go faster and more securely than when something rushes out of the gate or has poor timing and then it doesn't have stability. It implodes quickly. So, all right. And then release your ex. I feel like that came up recently too. all these cards have been really consistent lately. Reaching out. So like this is 3 of Pentacles. Yes. And so reaching out is like the 3 of Pentacles is about people seeing your value and wanting to collaborate, wanting to come together. So I think that this is like, we're all worried about how the past was, but there are people that want to connect with us now. And we need to let go of trying to make that connection with our ex, or trying to do all the work like we did before with the ex, or whatever it is that we don't want to repeat again, and we want to let go of the past. Because there's new opportunities. 3 of Pentacles is like, wow, people see your value, people see your worth. In traditional tarot, when we talk about 3 of Pentacles, it depicts this student of like in a artist studio with their teacher, and the student is beginning to master their skill, and the instructor is like, acknowledging them that, okay, you're really coming to the next stage of your development. You're ready to put yourself out there. People are going to want to work with you. People are going to want to commission your work. So again, it's like we are works in progress. And because we've been dedicated in our healing, now it's time, we're safe, or safer than we were. We have better consciousness. We're more grounded. We're more emotionally sober. So we need to get rid of the ideas that we're holding on to from the past, and let go of the thinking of keeping in touch with people from the past like that, and just let it all go and start fresh and start new, because you want your energy open and ready to attract in people who are like maybe attracted or interested, but they don't necessarily feel that you're available. Or maybe it's like even on a subtle level, that you're not consciously emitting, and you don't think you are, and they don't know why either, but in their subconscious they are like, oh, you're not available because your energy is spread and tied and attracted and attached elsewhere, right? So new people want to get handsy. Woo. So anyway, like, put yourself out there. You're ready to take it slow, but have patience. Don't control it. Don't force it to happen, right? It's so funny because usually on big holidays, we go out and we're like, oh, maybe we'll meet someone in a meet cute. And it like never happens. But this one's like, hey, maybe like a little twinkle or a seed might be planted on the holidays. We might meet someone, but don't be controlling. Don't look for that to happen. If it does, like, then have fun with it, but don't do anything quickly. Take it slow. But if not, just know that the seeds are being planted, because this is just the beginning of holiday season. I would consider this well into like all the way up until New Year's Eve. So we are in holiday times. Speaking of, I'm excited about my little front porch. I've got my pumpkins out and a little cinnamon broom, and I have my little Harry Potter candles, the floating candles, hanging from my porch ceiling. So cute. Magical, exciting. I wish I would have done it sooner, but I plan to just leave them up through the whole holiday season anyway. So I don't mind just making it a fresh surprise. Hard launch for Halloween, and then keep it up through the season. So awesome. Well, y'all, peace be with you. And if I don't see you tomorrow night, like depending on what state I'm in when I go out, I may or may not make a video tomorrow night after I come home. I know I won't have time to during the day because I think a group of friends, like me and a bunch of girls, might go to the pumpkin patch in the morning before all the afternoon festivities start with trick-or-treaters. So I don't know if I'll have time. So yes, I'll see y'all when I see you. Ciao. Peace.